Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wildermyth. So in the last episode, we actually completed Chapter 1, and we got a little bit of a backstory into what is causing the Gorgons to want to invade. Now, Mordmeyer has actually seemed to decipher some of the Epicrest, and I think we're going to try and pursue some of the leads that he's got. But as I said in the last episode, the first thing that we're going to do is take a look at this new recruit opportunity. So we're going to head on over here and bring all of our members with us. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm not really sure what's happening here. Under the cover of darkness, Zura takes her leave. Now, keep in mind, guys, I do have this set to permanent decision making, so if something goes wrong, I'm not able to reload a save, so I pretty much have to live with whatever decision I make. And I think, I think we're gonna take the opportunity. Why not? She's greedy, right? Alright, so let's see what happens with Zura. Okay, I'm not really sure what this artwork is depicting here. It looks like just the village tops. Power isn't something you snatch in broad daylight. Shadows are for sharp wits, for bold desires, and all the attendant rewards. Mordmeyer seems to know something is up. Oh. Zura. This is a normal meeting between two normal people. On your way out of here? Can I ask where you're going? Or better yet, you can not ask. Truth is, I've been having these dreams. Alright, pour your heart out, Mordmeyer. You want to come with me. I just don't think you should go alone. Okay, alright. Let's see. I think we're gonna have him tag along here, because Mordmeyer wants to look out for for Zura. Now, I'm not really sure what all this is entailing, but we're just gonna kind of go what we have here. We'll send Elmdrick over there to recruit. Alright, so often they had traveled in the night. The moon was new, stars far away, and the darkness deep. What you don't realize when you're a kid is there's no such thing as evil. There's just the things people don't like you to do for one reason or another. Is that right? Now, granted, it's often very good reasons, logical ones. I can get on board with that. I don't know. You really believe that? Yes. Good and evil are easy ideas, though. Like with apples. Simple to sort apples into eat and don't eat. You see her face on that. Zura finds a path in the dark up the side of an old, weather-blasted hill, where an ancient altar awaits. Zura removes a small effigy from her pack. And okay, what's that hideous doll about? Says Mordmeyer. The effigy looks like an amalgamation of all the foes they've ever brought down. She slides it into the altar's higher compartment. Zura, what is that? Made it from monster parts, all kinds. Monster parts? Sure, some fine specimens too. The trick is to take pieces reminiscent of the original body, but obscure enough not to be reminded of who they were. She's pretty dark. Now the spell just needs blood. Oh boy, she's converting Mordmeyer into some kind of a blood mage or something. Alright. I think the Mystic's blood might be more powerful. We might get a more interesting result. With your blood to spark the summoning, the spell will be yours as well as mine. Huh? Do I want that? Says Mordmeyer. Trust me, it's better to be casting the spell rather than simply next to it. He seems skeptical, and I mean, frankly, I am too, but we'll see. Fine. But it better not hurt. Zura takes Mordmeyer's offered hand. Does it hurt? It looks like it does. And cuts a line down the thumb. I call upon you, Lostling, morning heart and mortal mazewalker, fill this vessel and find what you've never found. She squeezes blood onto the small abomination. Yeah, and be quick about it. Ugh. They wait, watching for a change. Warnmeyer wraps his wounded thumb. Do you have mustard blood or something? And then a great beast flares into being. Oh boy. What have they uncovered? But at least we got Dungeon here with us. So, Flame Fiend says, you did the dark ritual, didn't you? Maybe. Alright, so this thing has 9 health. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make use of Mornmeyer's Interfuse. And we're going to see if we can't just kick things off to a good start here. That seems like a pretty dang good start. So, we'll see if we can get a little poison. Sure looks like it. And I think we're going to send up Dungeon over here to get a nice little strike. And look at that, easy peasy. Zura's mistake was no problem for us at all. We got a little bit of experience, and looks like we have a Bluehorn Warrior. So I think what we're probably going to do... ooh, this seems really, really good. I think we're actually just going to give him some more armor. I think that might be a little bit better. Although Zealous Sleep seems pretty good as well. But yeah, let's just make him really tanky as much as we can. We got some bonus damage. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of Elmdrick being a pretty tanky guy, but also have the ability to deal damage, and it looks like he's lacking a little bit, so we're going to give him that. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. What was it? Says Mornmeyer. Don't know. Some kind of leech lord launched from the ravenous flaming maw of the nether flare? But that's just a guess. A great black gust rushes up. Ah, but this is promising. A second gout of fire engulfs the altar, as a disembodied voice howls. I am the sadness of infinite suffering made manifest. Gaze upon thee, and be immolated in despair. Okay. Are you the Lostling Biznix? Yep, hey guys. Okay. Ready to do some evil? Oh boy, what has Zura gotten us into? The next day. Hey Zura. Don't care. Blood conjuring, what a bust. I am the sadness of infinite suffering made manifest, but I don't see why that means I have to be alone. I, again, really have no idea what is going on, but it looks like Zura has gotten a little bit more time to age. Okay, I think what we're gonna do here, Zura reduces the cost of recruit jobs by 1, plus 5 stunt to all heroes in the party. That seems like a really powerful skill there. Once per combat, Zura throws a flash cone that blinds enemies and deals 1 magic damage. If thrown at an ally, they will be hidden. That seems like it would have kind of a very niche use, so I think we're gonna go with Bard. She always seems to be getting into mischief anyway, so... Alright, let's send our heroes over to the grasslands. Oh, it looks like we can craft an upgrade over here. But we will send these guys on over. Oh, what am I doing here? Alright, let's try that one more time. Okay. And now hopefully Elmdrick doesn't get ambushed on his way over here, but it looks like we're going to be meeting here in the middle. Alright, so we've got another snarky hothead, and I kind of feel like our group is being made up of that, so why don't we see who else is available? More greedy snarks, okay. Greedy romantic. Hot-headed poet. A compassionate intellectual. You know, he would definitely be ridiculed and outcasted in the groups. I don't know if that's quite a good idea. We do have a greedy goofball. Let's see what else we have. A decisive peacemaker. You know, that might not be a horrible idea to have in the group. Let's see what else we get. Romantic poet. You know, we do need somebody to tell our tales, so I think we're gonna welcome Hadta to the party. Okay, so here's what she has to say. I'm no natural brute, and only just clever enough. I don't know if I fit whatever mold you're looking for, but I'll fight if you have me. That's good to hear. If you don't mind me asking, what made the decision for you? The chickens, okay. Interesting. A fox got in on them last month and wreaked a bit of havoc. And after I cleaned up the feathers, I was angry. Not at the fox, but at the chickens. There were enough of them that they may have overwhelmed the fox, but they didn't. Or couldn't. I don't know. It wasn't a solid anger. They are chickens, after all. But we are not. Points. Surprisingly well put. Yeah, I happen to agree. You know, that's fairly wise. I think we're gonna make her a mystic. I'm kind of liking that. The chickens, yep. Okay, so we need to have everyone go and prepare this recruit here. So let's do that. Alright, it looks like we have Hatta as a greenhorn mystic. Now, what can we do here that would make her a little bit unique? So, Hatta's presence is charged against her foes, dealing 1 true damage to hostile creatures who enter adjacency with her for any reason. Interesting. When Hatta takes damage for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented, and the object takes 2 damage instead. Okay, so she comes kind of like a tank, in a way. Or we can give her some more advanced interfusions. You know, I kind of like this Indignance. That seems pretty interesting. So I think we're going to go with that and see how that plays out. Alright. Now, what can we do here? So it looks like we can maybe craft a bit. Maybe gear up Hatta just a tad. It doesn't really look like we have a whole lot that we can give to her, though, unfortunately. Yeah, we're running a little low on resources, so we might need to actually gather some here. Let's try doing that. Let's try gathering. Okay, and I'm still really not quite sure what that does. But you know, maybe we could scout up and over here? Yeah, let's try doing that. Let's try doing a scout mission. Send our heroes off. Now, I may end up needing to split these guys at some point, and I'm really not sure if that's a good idea just yet. But I think we're gonna do an assault over here on Kingwell. And we'll test out Hatta and see what she's made of. Alright. Looks like Mordmeyer and Zura are at it once again. I'll do the tents. You do the fire? Yep. Later that evening. Oh, Zura has a book too. I knew I should have brought one. Oh, Zura, what are you reading? Oh, it's that new book by Granalina Bowden. I really love it. It's about a young woman who finds out she's really a princess and has to choose between her family and her new queendom. Also, there are dragons. What are you reading? Oh, this? Well, this is by Algus Arkenstram. It's a history of Gorgons. Well, sort of history mixed with speculation and theorizing, but I thought it might be useful. Bowden? Really? Mordmeyer. What do you think about her? Oh, I love her. I didn't realize this was out. Can I borrow it when you're done? Or Interesting, interesting. The two mystics may become attached in a way. And she is a romantic, so. But we could also start a rivalry. You know, I think Mordmeyer deserves to be someone happy. So we're gonna pursue a romance. Mordmeyer closes his book. Have you read A Time of Dragons? Oh, that's one of my favorites. I couldn't put it down. They gush over Granolina Bowden for a while. Oh, so it looks like Zura and Mordmeyer are now becoming bonded. Never mind, I thought it was between him and Hatta. But you know, Zura and Mordmeyer have been spending a good amount of time together and getting into a good amount of trouble together. So that kind of makes sense. Zura says, you know, I really like the romances in that book, the way he handled it. Oh, especially the forbidden romance between the greedy scholar and the rich ranger. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while. Well, I'm gonna eat my dinner then if I can, says Hatta. She's kind of just avoiding the whole thing. It looks like Mordmeyer and Zura have become lovers, and you know, Mordmeyer, what a good guy. He can see past the giant crystal on Zura's face there. So, and her gigantic crystallized arm. So, you know, he's a true man there. All right, let's see what's going on here. So we got some more Gorgons, and I think we'll be okay here. We'll see what Hatta can do. And it looks like she still can interfuse as well. So we might give her an opportunity to do just that. I do like the discus. Seems to be quite powerful. Okay. And, you know, I think we're going to have Zura move back over here and take a nice shot at this rope. Just to remove it from play. We'll have Dungeon move on up to here. Take a nice shot. Okay. We'll move Eldrick in as well and do the same. Okay. So, oh, interesting. Why don't we do that? And I think we'll continue on moving up. So we're gonna have Dungeon actually scout out just a tad bit. And we'll have him sit right here. Bring Eldrick up just a bit. We can sandwich Mordmeyer up there. And Hatta can go sit behind this table. We'll bring Zura just below there. I think that's a relatively decent position. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, Dungeon, what do you got going on over here? Do we need to break that door open? We might need to. Okay. We'll bring Mordmeyer up here as well. Eldrick will give him a little bit of cover. And maybe I had to put her up on the front line just a bit. As usual, Zura's sneaky self will be weaseling in. Alright, now what can we do? We can open this door here to reveal a Bogmore. Now, I think before we do anything with Dungeon, we're going to see if we can't do a couple things with Mordmeyer here. So we can get him into a nice position and do some interfusing. I'm not really sure what we can do with the fire. Let's just kind of wing it and give it a shot. Alright, so 6 magic damage and 3 range. We can definitely hit this raccoon here. Oh, nice. That seemed to be quite effective. So let's move up Hatta and see if she can do the same thing here. Just hit that Bogmore a bit. Very nice. Okay. We'll move up another one of our ranged characters through the doorway. definitely seems that our heroes are coming along rather nicely. Got a nice level up from Elmdrick. Once per combat, grant an adjacent target 3 temp health and remove negative status effects. That seems quite good. So enter Guardian at the end of every turn, even if you ended your turn by attacking. Interesting. Once per combat, as a swift action, Elmdrick frightens the enemy, forcing them to spend their next turn running away. So that seems extremely good. Replaces Guardian. The warrior leaps up to 2 tiles in order to intercept a foe who passes nearby, performing a reaction strike. I think this would actually be quite good with keeping an eye on our range characters. So I think we're going to be doing that. But, you know, it could. I'm not sure if that would put us back where we were or in the path. Now, that could be potentially dangerous if we get that. I do like Thundering Challenge, though. That seems quite good. This is kind of a difficult decision here. We'll go with Sentinel. We'll go with Sentinel and see how that plays out. Alright. Now, we definitely want to make sure that Dungeon has the same speed as the others. And he was unfortunately weighed down a bit because of that new armor that we gave him. But that should give us a little bit of an advantage. Alright. Someday people will move back to Balania Glasslinks, says Dungeon. The Gorgon slime will run off into the rivers and back to the sea. Children will find homes for the spirits here. Young men will build barns alongside their sweethearts. Old men will trade in iron and salt. And at the end, the oldest will die peacefully in their beds, the way it should be. You seem quite keen on it all. Thinking of staying? Says Mornmeyer. It's too late for me. I don't remember why exactly, but I joined the fight and can't quit yet. The best we can do is keep moving and hope to leave peace in our wake. Okay. It looks like we have a new card called a Geist that we're going to be encountering. That is something to take note of. We will be most likely encountering that in the near future. So it looks like that battle took us 50 whole days. So let's secure the premises here, and hopefully we'll get a decent item. Alright. So we have 300 days remaining to complete this campaign, so I think we need to be a little bit careful on the kind of things that we end up doing. Alright, we've got a little bit of materials here, and we got another bracelet. So that gives us some armor, some much needed armor, and I think we're going to give that to Eldrick since he is a frontliner. Alright, so it looks like we have a little bit of traveling to go here. And we're probably going to need to head up to this area. So it might be a good idea to send our guys up on to Jevlin Gusht. So why don't we send them there? Why don't we send them to scout? And we'll see what happens along the way. But hopefully they are unimpeded. But we do have only a limited amount of time to investigate. Alright, now we can cancel some of this stuff. So we don't really know what the Geist is capable of, so I think we're going to cancel that out. We're also going to cancel the raccoon out, and unfortunately we've only got 4 more points available, so I'm really not that keen on letting these calamities build up just because we are traveling. So, you know, I might end up just spending all of the legacy points here and just kind of negating this stuff. So let's just do that for better or worse. And we'll have a nice little scouting party. Alright, Elmroot Plains has been revealed, and it looks like we have to do another assault. So we'll prepare up for that and prepare to take down the lurking Gorgons in this area. But before we do so, we're going to end this episode out, guys, and we'll prepare for that in the next one. So, it was quite nice today. We got a new romance budding between Zura and Mornmire, and we picked up a new potential recruit, and I'm still not quite sure her potential yet, but only time will tell, and we will find out what she is capable of. But not in this episode. We'll have to wait until next time. So, make sure you guys comment and like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed my commentary, my playthrough. I will appreciate any feedback that you can give me, and I look forward to seeing you guys' comments and seeing you guys in the next episode. Take care.